I'm just playing at the moment. I hope everybody is well this morning. There's no words written down. I haven't got that part yet. So, thought I'd do a little bit of music to start off. Right. How is everybody this morning? Sing the Bee Gees. Good morning, Vivian. Slapping a bird's ass. What a name. What a name. Slapping a bird's ass. Like you really would slap a bird's ass. Oh dear me. So this morning I had a right pain in the ASS. And it was this. Lovable was asking me to sign out, to sign back in, and it wouldn't. I was like, oh man. So, PUNAM Kumar. How many years you gonna survive? Well, I've survived to 58 years old, which is pretty good. So Slapping the Birds, hey mate, did you answer Paul from the Toon Review request to be a special guest on tonight's show? When was that? Ooh. So, very good morning to you all. They mentioned it last night. Okay. I haven't received anything. Pete, how's it going, geezer? Good, mate. Good. I think they said they've been trying to message you. Well, nothing's came through on my email. So there we go. Also, can you see? Yeah? Can you see? I wish the bottle would turn it black, but the hair is definitely growing. And as you can see just here, because not only Bill wants you to play the intro. Morning, heavy metal footy. What's the hope? Well, the hope is that I try to do something and kind of like might have to go a few steps backwards. You should learn to play the Lyra. It's very similar to guitar. Organic and harmonic rhythms could okay. And we have ULOL, pardon me, saying, "Hey boy, you well boy, must be an old timer then." I see. But yeah, sun is shining and no more international football. Well, it is Scotland, so it is going to rain in Scotland. Beautiful country, but yeah, it does get cold weather a lot. ULOL, you know that? You know what, kid? I want to ask you something. How well and ask you? So, how is everybody this fine day? What does that even mean? Chill. What does that even mean? Can you explain? Because I'm kind of lost. It's freezing up Newcastle. All right. Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm down here. Ah, Puckman. What we're talking about? Well, we're talking about lots of different things. Exterior, XD. We need your personality and wit to warm us up. Well, yeah. Can you flip Puckman? You can flip a puck, as far as I know. But, yeah. Where am I from? I'll give you a clue. A big, big clue. Are you ready? Are you steady? There's your big clue. Did you get that? I'm Australian. I'm speaking from Doon Under, like, you know what I mean? Oh, dear me. Hey, hello from India. And we got Cure Boy seeking you still not working. Well, it was for me the other day because I was in seeking you the other day. You must be on the old one. Yes, Dan is back. Paul, what's your thoughts on Liverpool? I'm not really bothered. I only concerned with one football team. That's the one that's in the northeast of England. Who are, was it? Belarus. Here's a question. Do you think British buses should use more double deckers? more. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Double deckers, or should they utilize more dual single deckers like they do in France? Good question. I mean, double deckers are kind of limited, whereas lowliner isn't. And there's lots of bridges what double deckers have got to watch out for, because if you go under the wrong bridge with a double decker, your top deck is sliced off. So, and Dennis, morning, Mr. J. Good morning. It's SCR. How's the head? Head's pretty good today. That's the only downside really, is when migraine kicks in, it like squashes you flat. No. Why do I get migraines? Why does anybody get migraines? That's the question. Why does anybody get them? I've no idea. So we're on a timer. Not this live, no, but we're on a timer. I was just talking to the marketing person before, and he was on about getting the permissions first. So the permissions are pretty important. What's the weather out in Newcastle? I couldn't tell you. I'm not in Newcastle. One of the other people in chat will be able to tell you what weather's like up in Newcastle, but I can't because I'm not there. But where I am, it is sunny. And let me just show you. In the distance over there is Leicester. Way in the distance. But yeah. So that's the view out of the sitting room window. Clouds, yeah. Nice space, yeah. I'm Xbox. Well, there's only two flies on the fly trap. It's not a measure tape. It's a fly trap. That's the only downside when you live in the countryside. You open the windows to keep you cool. Flies come in. My game tag, Ortho Wings. Show us the fly paper. There. Right, 1 second. No, I don't want that. Can't. No, Ortho. Ortho Wings. Not that one. Begins with an U. I have played the drums. I've still got a set of drums. A full set of they're not the best. They're the cheap version. I think they're called CB drums. And Pond, good morning. And Colin from Bath. Banjo. Banjo, never played one of those. No. Why did you ban Dan when he asked about? No, what he was saying was you need to go for one of those assessments, and that's not nasty. That's pretty nasty. Do you know what I'm saying? Do I like reading? Yeah, I do occasionally read. I have read Dan Brown. I have read Brian Lumley, and I have read a few others. Don't need an assessment. I do have somebody coming out very soon to help. The problems I have is understanding what the computer's trying to do. So there we go. I'm gonna have to trim that because I've got a hair coming down into my blooming eye. But musical instruments, what I started with was keyboard, a Casio keyboard, years and years ago. Then it was a Fender Strat with a whammy bar. I've had Washburn guitar. I've had a few acoustics. Bass guitar. Bass guitar's hard. Very hard. And yeah, so I prefer the electric. You can have more fun with the electric. Right, we've got 23 people here and we've only got 2 likes. How well? Sort your heat suit, man. Have you ever seen? Yeah, I've seen one of them. Yeah, I have. I saw one of them years ago and I nearly crashed the car. Didn't expect it. Dennis saying you have to earn my like. Not really, mate. Not really. You're in my chat. Catch the drift. That's social services, Colin. Well, at the time I was going at some miles an hour, and it was the lad who was in the passenger seat who went, "You're gonna go into the hedge," and I was like, "Oh sugar!" But yeah, I've seen stuff doing bizarre stuff, 90-degree turns, and your guts would like fly out of it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, crazy. But yeah. But at the moment, there's something even crazier, and nobody can see it. It is tidy and clean. It's just what do you call it? They're going to do an assessment. So that's what they're going to do. I'd really like somebody to invest in us. That's one of my pages, Colin. That's one of my pages on Facebook. And explore the UFO scene. Well, there's places like Bonnie Bridge. up in Scotland, Coventry, another hotspot. And where's the other one? Is it Suffolk? Yeah, Suffolk's another hotspot as well. Rosyth, yeah. But Rosyth, correct me if I'm wrong, Rosyth is an island. Am I right or am I wrong? Lazarus, no. But yeah. Um, so we shall see what happens. Dennis, people can ask about HTML until they go different colours in the face. Don't really care. It's not an island, but it is on the River Forth. All right. So it's not an island. Okay. I know there was one I was watching, which is in Scotland, but it's not in Scotland. Slow Loris. I don't really care. You know what I mean? I've moved past all of that. Um, there's a couple of places I'm going to visit next year. One of those places is Chillingham Castle. Slow Loris. HTML is the basic understanding. Yeah? And John Leddy, Mr. J. Well, what I'm looking at is this. I was watching something, was it yesterday or the day before? And there's a lot of money getting pumped into artificial intelligence. Have I ever seen The Fast and the Furious? Yes. Without the foundation, you have no chance of. Really? Really? Honestly? You know, honestly, man. No, what I'll say to you is this, right? Know when to quit. Mm. Social service. What's what you just said? What have you just said? How's your morning? Okay, my morning's good. Maybe you should take the advice. Okay, I'm listening. What is the poster on the wall? That poster. It's a calendar. Heavy, heavy metal footy. Hypertext. Oops, I said too much. I don't care. That's the honest answer. I don't care. I've gone past what CSS means, got past what SQL, what's the other ones? Python, what that does. I've gone past all that. I kind of like, took it out in the dustpan put it in the bin, and once it's in the bin, it's in the bin. What do they mean then? I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. The reason why is because something else is happening. And what I'm waiting for currently is confirmation that what I've asked happens. If I get the confirmation that everything's green, I don't have to worry about it ever again. And if you do see me out in the street, yeah, and you turn around and you say, "What's HTML stand for?" Don't be surprised if I burst out laughing. You know what I'm saying? Well, the bus part is very real, and the bus part basically needs approval. Once I get the approval, hey, good to go. Ah, Dennis, I would get me violin out. I would, but I haven't got one. And, you can keep trying to spin stuff, you can. But where's it going to get you? Really? Where's it going to get you? Lesson one. Okay. Okay, Dennis. Point made. Can we move forward? Do you think all British buses should give free Wi Fi? They do. As far as I'm aware, they do all give free Wi Fi. And Pond is saying, Dennis is right though, Paul. You can learn so much on the internet for free. Oh, God, Bennett, man. Really? Dear me. Oh, Dennis, do not tell mods to shut up. It's bad etiquette, mate. What do I want to learn as of this second? Oh, okay. How's about this? Right. You're going to keep doing that and keep doing that. Oh, my God. Really? Do you know the thing is? Yeah. Dennis is now he's sitting on the back seat of the bus. In the sense of programming. Well, years and years ago, 1983, had mum got a wish so that I stopped on at school, then maybe I would have gone into the computer suite and learned from DOS because that was the operating system, DOS. But that didn't happen. Dot dot dot. What's dot dot dot? Hmm? Pond. Let me just open your eyes, open your mind. Yeah? When people turn around and keep doing the same thing once, twice, 3, 4, 10, 12, 18, it gets a little bit like, pain. Now, what I'm saying is this, yeah? I was on a course. I was on a Udemy course. I was enjoying the course. And then something happened. It said web page deactivated. And I sent not one, not two, not three, not four. I sent more messages to Udemy, to the instructor, than I've got fingers and toes. So that's there. That is there. And I'm not taking me socks and me trainers off, but you get the message. Right. Corvo, we actually had that problem at work when decommissioning a service. The people who built the old one had retired or died. Hmm. Why do I heavy metal footy? Why do I have to stop the repetitive comments by learning just a little tiny stamp? Why? You see, I made multiple attempts from, when was it? February through to May. Now, apart from jumping on a plane and going to Udemy's head office, wherever in the world that is, and saying, "Excuse me, why aren't you answering your students? What am I meant to do? Am I meant to stick at a 12-foot wall and wait?" No. So I decided no more Udemy. Why would there again, pond? Listen. Get this into your brain. Yeah. I've tried multiple times. I've tried multiple different directions to catch the eye of the instructor. At in a post. At in a post. Nobody's coming back and saying, "Oh, yeah, we realize the problem, Paul. Please follow these instructions to the letter." Zip. Nothing. Yeah. So if I get nothing in every attempt I have, that tells me one of two things. One, they don't give two damns. It's you pay the fee and you do it. Paul, this guy be banned for his. Yeah, Corvo, do it. I hate swearing. I absolutely hate it. It doesn't. Swearing doesn't make you any bigger. And my nana always said to me this: people who swear are not as intelligent as other people. So let that sink in. Oh, but yes, I'm just waiting now for a message from Liz and see where we go. Guy Fawkes, it is saying about a word which shouldn't be there. So what I'm going to say to you is this: you're in my chat. You don't like it? You you you're welcome to toddle on to somebody else. Yeah. It's better to just admit you don't care. What was that? You don't care. You won't bother to try and learn. Look at it this way, right? Pond, you've got this bee in your bonnet. I don't know why. I have no idea why. But I'm not going to, not for anybody in chat. I am not going to keep going over and over and over and over and over. And do you catch me drift? Because back in the 80s and the 90s, when you used to go into a disco, the DJ would go waka 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 on the decks. He would do that. But if you keep doing it and you keep doing it, it gets annoying. So don't do it. Yeah. I've got to, like, that I was saying to the people who's coming out, things happening, one on the computer, one on the new computer, and I'm now waiting for. If he's learnt his lesson, he's learnt his lesson. If he hasn't learnt his lesson, then boot. Heavy metal footy. That's brilliant, man. That's brilliant. But yeah, nobody's perfect in life. Colin, how do you think Newcastle will do at Brighton away? The hope is we win. If we win, that's 3 games on the bounce. It's going to be hard, but Anthony Gordon scored the other day for England. Nick Voltemade scored for Germany. And nobody got injured. Who would I put up front? Well, we can't have Wissa because Wissa is still injured. Yeah. So it looks like Nick up front with Asula. Yeah. Now we'll see. We shall see. Yeah. There's a lot of things I want to see Nick on the score sheet. Love to see Jacob Murphy on the score sheet and Anthony Gordon on the score sheet on Saturday. But I want, I want 3 points. Well, he's left. Yeah. Yeah. Corfu's got a point because he doesn't play it for us no more. So no more references to that person. You can take him back. No, you bought him. The only downside was this: the price, and nobody said anything about the price. And then it was released that it's in quarters. I was like, what? Wasn't all in one go? No, wasn't. You're full of How are you full of that? I thought it had left. I thought it was all over with. You mean it's back on the scene, Colin? Is that back on the scene? Because if it is, that means I've got to get the face masks out again. And I don't really want the face masks out again. Actually, I'll see if I've still got face masks. Yeah. Because my mum went and got a load of them. What do you mean it never left? I thought it had with them vaccines, we were immune to it now. Wow. It may be weaker. All right. And a new variant. Oh, okay. So don't really fancy it a third time. Because the very first time I felt like somebody dropped me in Antarctic. Scott. Ah. So Scott, did you make yourself a profit over the weekend? No. Oh. 4K down. Wow. That's a lot. And we've got cool here. Well, you'll find out updates as they happen. So, yeah. I'm just waiting now at the moment. I'm going to try something shortly, which is logging in through a different browser and see if that works. But yeah, this wait on information, bit tedious, but it is what it is. Um, well, I downloaded Firefox because I use Edge and Chrome. Cool. I've got projects on WX and they're coming out to play. And when they do come out to play, I'll be happy. Because everything that I share here actually is somewhere in the world. You need the ad block. All right. Well, the ads in YouTube, the ads are shared between the content creator and YouTube, which is like what Jeremy used to. He used to sign up for the the monthly on YouTube, and he basically there was no adverts. I don't know how much it is, but it gets shared. You don't like watching ads? Did you know the ads in YouTube videos, they are nothing to do with the content creator. It's you. Would you take ads on lives? They might be going to do that. It's, you know, YouTube's evolving. Well, I was in Seeking You the other day and I was adjusting stuff. I did a stream and the stream had no stop button, which was a bit of a disappointment. But I did stream for, I think it was half an hour. Who does have a clue? I'm just going in a direction and seeing if I can get things working. There's nothing functional. Well, I'll be going on there very soon and making sure I'm testing every blooming button. And I've done more hard refresh this year than I've ever done in my life. Yeah, I could see myself. Aye. There was a thing at the beginning which annoyed us. It said start stream, and I could hear myself talking. I was like, "Where's the video? Why haven't we got access to video?" So I went to go back through the behind the scenes, and then it come up with this stupid thing. My bill's paid until the 29th of this month. And they said, try another browser, try incognito, try this, try that, try the other. And I just want it to work. I want to be able to have behind the scenes so I can go, this needs to be worked on, this needs to be worked on. And then have the second page so I can go in there and I can go, right, let's have a look at that. Let's click that. What does that do? And then screenshot I mean, my screenshots, Corbin Bennett, man. My screenshots is massive. I think I've got a file, a folder on desktop with screenshots in, which is gigantic. And then I've got the other, which is outside of that, and that's huge as well. Just scroll down, 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 down. But yeah, these are the things. How old are you? I'm 58 years old at this moment in time until next April. And then I'm 59. Oh, I don't even know what that what that means. Belarus. I have no idea what that means. But yeah. So this afternoon's going to be crunch. Busy, busy. At Sinful, are you here to preach? No. I'm here to talk, not preach. No point. Anyway, so there's lots of work to do this afternoon, as well as um, work on Geordie Nation as well. Don't think so. No, don't think so. But my hope is the next time you see me, I'm going to be wearing my tune top, where we're going to be talking about what's going on. Hmm. Thinking about getting assessed. Do you think it's something worth checking? I don't know. It all depends on you. Now, hopefully, we might change things up this evening. Might. I will let you know. Check out the posts on my YouTube homepage and see what's there. So, yeah, got stuff to do. So, I will see you all later on. And you do have a good